Good evening. Lee and I just were talking in the back about the past 2 days and how privileged we are to have all of you here. I think this is not a council, actually, the way I look at it. It's more of really our job is a task force to build the future, to design it, so humanity can have a better life. And this is our mission, and this is our calling in life. I was honored to have all of you here in Dubai. Tonight, I know, is a special night. The moon will be closest to Earth. So we're having a yoga session at 8 o'clock at the beach, if somebody of you will attend it. But the most important thing is how we got all of you here together to shape the world in an unpredictable era when it comes to geopolitical, when it comes to security, when it comes sometime to technology. Some people, they like what they see, others they're worried. Some people, they see opportunity in the disruptive technology, where others they see distraction. For us, in the government of United Arab Emirates, we said, we'll embrace the future. And today, we announce 6 pillars within our strategy. I'll mention 2 of them mainly. We decided that we'll have a council for the 4th Industrial Revolution. That's report to the cabinet to make sure that we are doing it in the right track. We decided that we'll have the rule and the regulation with the World Economic Forum to shape the future of the 4th Industrial Revolution. Then we decided also we'll have the whole country as a lab for the 4th Industrial Revolution. We have 35 councils that's been meeting for the past 2 days. They discussed idea, they discussed the future, and how can we improve the state of the world in various sectors. Our job to take your idea and turn them to reality. So it's been long 2 days. Gotta thank Lee and the team who work for long hours with all of us here. And I hope to see you next year in November of 2017. I think we have the date, it's 12 and 13 of November 2017. I wish you a good year ahead. I know I'll see some of you during the World Economic Forum at Davos, and appreciate you being our guests here in Dubai. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It goes without saying we owe many votes of thanks to many people, so let me start there. On behalf of the World Economic Forum and the Global Future Councils, I would like to express again our gratitude and appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Mohammad bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai. And of course, Your Excellency, Minister Mohammad Abdullah Al Gergawi, Minister of Cabinet Affairs and the Future, but also our co-chair, a wonderful, fantastic co-chair. I'd also like to give our vote of thanks to the government of the United Arab Emirates and the government of Dubai, but also the future council members from the UAE, and certainly the people of Dubai who've been wonderful hosts. And lastly, a vote of thanks to the staff from the Prime Minister's office, the Dubai Future Foundation, and the World Economic Forum, who made this all possible by working as one team. And that's one thing the spirit of sort of being one team, a task force, is something I think that I hope we can continue with that spirit as we return home. But in closing, I'd like to share with you two reflections regarding this inaugural annual meeting of the Global Future Councils and the journey and task ahead. First, just listening to the closing plenary, it's very clear that there are many obstacles, real or plausible, that were brought to our collective attention. But what is inspiring, at least from my vantage in this regard, is your steadfast commitment to improving the state of the world despite those obstacles. And to this point, I'm proud to report back that you're already having a global impact. And that impact is coming with the help of technology in a small way. Consider for a moment that the 700 of you here in Dubai were able to capture the attention and the imagination of nearly 20 million people via the social media who are also concerned about the state of the world. 700 of you having an impact on nearly 20 million people. Another data point is that there were over 3 million views of forum content that you helped create on Facebook, just one of the platforms, during our time together in Dubai, just in that time together. But here's the part I like. There were over 1,000 people around the world watching you live at that little hub that we had inside the council area. That little live video feed reached out to 100,000 people. I mean, that's the positive side of this technology. That's the really enabling part. So the fourth industrial revolution has been very present in the design and development of this meeting. And you saw that particularly in the use of the toppling platform and your council's own transformation maps. So it's really clear that we have to continue to use all the technological means available to us to fulfill our human aspirations. But I'd like to close with just sort of reflect on what are those aspirations, and something we discussed in the speaker's room. For this closing point, what I want to share with you is not as a member of the managing board of the World Economic Forum, but simply as a global citizen, but more specifically, as a father of two small kids. My sons are 5 and 7. As a parent, I naturally spend a lot of time thinking about their future, the future of my kids. And of course, none of us know, none of us can predict the future. But so then my thoughts drift to a few just core questions. Should my kids or our children be more fearful of the future? Are our kids, your kids, my kids, prepared for that future? Will we be surprised by it? But more importantly, how can we get them more inspired about the future? Because they're the closest to the future. And so what I want to share with you is my heartfelt gratitude that your efforts to make a planet a better place will make our children, the next generation, they'll become more resilient to whatever the future brings. And I think that's a really noble cause, and I want to thank you all for being with us. So I want to thank you again for caring about the future and sharing your time and knowledge to make it better for all of us. And so I wish you a safe journey home, and I hope that we stay connected through TopLink, through other means, but always staying connected in spirit so that in our next meeting that we can come back and report back to our great hosts the tasks that we've accomplished and even our new goals that we set for ourselves and for the community outside this wonderful venue. So thank you again, and I'd like to bring this inaugural annual meeting of the Global Future Councils to a formal close. Thank you.